Hi, this is Jundo. Welcome to Treeleaf. In today's section of Bendowa, Master Dogen begins to tell his life story. And it begins like for all of us. He was a seeker. He was searching for answers. He was searching for truth. According to the way it's told, it began when he was a very small boy and he saw his mother die. And as the smoke was rising from her cremation pyre, he felt the impermanency, the intransiency, the constant change of all things, and spent the rest of his life seeking the meaning of that. He was born as an aristocrat in old Japan, but his family situation was very precarious for many reasons, and he ended up training as a priest under an uncle, and then going to study at some of the finest Buddhist institutions of the day. He was brilliant. It said at a young age he was composing poetry and writing like a master. He was a gifted mind. But he found his experience in those Buddhist institutions to be unsatisfying. The answers that were given did not speak to him. He found them perhaps too academic. They were perhaps too theoretical, and he needed a way to be able to taste it for himself. So eventually he went to study with a Rinzai teacher, a disciple of Master Eisai, named Myozen, who became a friend, and they actually traveled to China together, where Myozen died. Now, Master Dogen is a teacher of the Soto lineage. He brought the Soto lineage and its ways from China to Japan. But here he's studying with a Rinzai teacher. Now, those of you, especially who are new to Zen, may not realize that Zen comes in a few different flavors. Maybe as many flavors as there are teachers, but one of the main ways in which we usually speak of these different flavors is like vanilla and chocolate, Rinzai and Soto. Now here, Master Dogen is saying something that's not uncomplimentary about the Rinzai lineage. At times, in his later years, he could make more of a distinction about it and became more of a my way or the highway kind of guy sometimes. But really, he wasn't always closed-minded to the differences, and the differences are certainly small compared to the similarities in the identity. So what is the difference between Rinzai and Soto? I thought I'd talk about that in a minute. Well, it's a big topic, and I don't think I can do it justice by any means. If there's a major difference, it is between Master Dogen's philosophy of just sitting, or as it was expressed in China, silent illumination sitting, and the koan method of the Rinzai school. In the koan method, people usually sit zazen focused on a koan, an old story like what is the sound of one hand clapping, that type of thing, or a phrase from a koan. There's the story of the old koan, does a dog have Buddha nature? And Master Chow Chow answered, moo. So people sit with moo, moo, moo. And though the approaches vary very much from lineage to lineage, by focusing on and sitting with and piercing that koan, there's an opening called kensho, and things are seen in and tasted in radically new ways. Well, I'm as a Buddhist, I'm a many roads up the mountain kind of guy. There's no one path up the mountain. And anyway, what mountain? When it all comes down to it, we're all seeking our own way. So I'm not being critical of the other way at all. And it may suit people of certain personality to take that road. Some of the Rinzai teachers can be very hard with yelling and hitting and pushing. to get that big breakthrough. And we Soto people tend to be relatively pussycats, taking the soft approach. Like the rabbit and the hare, though, the soft approach is not necessarily, shall we say, the less effective. Both water and dynamite will wear away the strongest mountain. Okay? So our Zen way, and our Soto Zen way, is what I talk about here every day. Just sitting, dropping, being at one with the impermanence and intransigency, and that's fine too. So, but just so you know that there are these different flavors, I teach in Master Dogen's way. But as you can see here, he learned from all ways. We'll continue with Master Dogen's story tomorrow, where we're going to take a little trip to China. Shall we practice our way of sitting in Master Dogen's way?